Okay, testing. 1, 2, 3. Surrey Hills rocks. My name is Gek. Most people call me that. Yes, I'm a foodie. So I remember that moment when I landed in Singapore Changi Airport. I was just waiting for my luggage at the conveyor belt. There were $362 cash in Aussie dollar in my pocket, and that's about it. Can I really tell my parents that I came back with nothing? Really, after 5 years, I came back with nothing. I find it a struggle to even admit where I was in life. I was just like, oh, where do I begin? My biggest fear at that point, and always been, is looking at my parents and knowing that I've disappointed them. So when I reached home, my mom was so happy to see me. I remember that moment that my dad came down from the second level, and he came down with a white envelope. It was a $2,000 cash. I don't think he ever know how much that saved me and gave me a couple of nights of good sleep before I thought about the next steps of life. Then he asked, why aren't you doing any business? I said I lost my confidence and zeal to set up any business because I failed so many times, and I cannot forget how my parents were so happy and a sense of relief when I found a job and I was leading a so-called normal life. That was all they wanted of me. It was not immediate like wow, joy and not. When the money appeared and I had the funds in my hand, it was more like, do I really want to do it? I remember the moment before I took the check on that very day. I had this vision of two birds talking to each other on a very thin branch. So one bird asked the other bird, what if I fall? And this bird replied him, what if you don't? And he took flight and he flew. That vision of the two birds gave me that last bit of confidence to do it all over again. I wanted to open a grocery store because the colors of a grocery store always reminds me of everything happy. From young, when we go to the petrol station, my dad will always allow us to hang around the shop to pick something. It's to me like a mini grocery store. And I grew up in an environment that my grandparents own a 杂货店. So this whole idea of like childhood memories and how a grocery store have so many things to see, so many things to touch, a lot of different brand stories in one brick and mortar store, it just means a lot to me.